name is Alicia Ferguson, and this is my partner,
Alexandra.
and we are the co-founders of BK Yoga Club. Today, I have put together a beautiful, juicy, and amazing deep stretch flow for you. So just to know, before we get started, I want you guys to grab 2 blocks. If you have a shoebox, grab a shoebox. If you have a block or a book, grab that. And we're also gonna be using a strap, so a yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, get a tie. If you have a male tie, if you have, I don't know, or even a towel. Yeah, thanks, Paris. If you have a towel, you can use a towel as well. And so just put the strap at the top of the mat. We're gonna have our blocks on the side, and let's get started. So we're gonna start in child's pose today, but we're actually gonna use our blocks. So take your blocks on the lowest facet. Yup. And bring your hips underneath your knees. Take your knees about as wide as the mat. So you want to take all the space you need today. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and then begin to sink your hips back. Let the belly fall between the thighs, and just make any adjustments you need to with your blocks. But you want to make sure from the wrist to the fingertips, you are wrapping around your block. And then allow the forehead, allow your heart to fold forward towards the earth, and feeling a nice deep stretch. So we're working into our shoulders a little early here. Beautiful. And so just take a few moments, make any little adjustments, any wiggles you need to. And start to deepen your breath here. So inhaling through the nose. And then exhale out the mouth, nice, long, and slow. Just allowing your mind to become present, allowing your breath, allowing the body to all just become present to this very moment. Continue with that breath, inhaling. And then exhaling through the mouth. And with every exhale, allow your hips to sink a little bit further back to your heels. And so today's practice is really working into deeply stretching all of our large muscles in the body. So we're going to work into our shoulders. We're going to work into the hips, the hamstrings, the hip flexors. And so a lot of the times we hold so much stress throughout these large muscle groups in the body, right? And so we're going to move a little slower today so we can really feel what the body's feeling. We can really allow and create space for an opening. And so I want to challenge you with this idea today. What doesn't challenge you won't grow you, right? So finding our edge today, but not tipping over it. Beautiful. So press your palms firmly into the blocks. Begin to shift your heart all the way forward here. Beautiful. And then inhale, sweep your right arm all the way up to the sky. Take your gaze with it, reaching energetically. And then exhale, thread it underneath of the left. So you want to drop your right shoulder down to the earth. And the left hand still on the block. Yep, and so you're peeling the left shoulder off the earth. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling. And this time, see if you can extend the exhale. So make your exhale even a little longer. Yeah, creating more space. Inhale, sweep the right arm all the way back up, and then plant it back on the block. All right, let's try that on the opposite side. Inhale, sweep the left fingertips all the way up. Reach, reach, reach energetically. And then exhale, thread it underneath of the right. Release that left shoulder to the earth here. Yes, all right, and use your right hand to press and leverage, opening up your heart. Inhale. And then exhale as your body is twisting. Again, keeping your heart spinning to that right side. One more breath, inhale. And again, extend your exhale. Make the exhale nice and long here. Yes, creating a little more space. All right, now bring that left arm, all the way back up to the sky. Both your hands come back to your blocks. Let's drop into a few cat-cows here. So drop the belly, take your gaze up. And then as you exhale, round the upper back, chin comes into the chest. Find a nice stretch in the back body. And then inhale, shifting the heart forward, gaze goes all the way up again. Beautiful. And then exhale, rounding the back here. Awesome. And then find your just flat back position. And so from here, I want you to move the blocks to the outsides. Yep, take them nice and wide. Bring your forearms, spread the fingertips, bring your forearms down. And we are going to come all the way down, bringing your pelvis to the mat into Sphinx pose. So the tops of your toes can be pressing down on the earth. I want you to roll the shoulders back. So shoulder blades almost come to kiss. Open up your heart, spread through that collarbone right here. Yes. And so you want to lift up a little, Paris. So push your pelvis into the mat and then push into your forearms. Yes. And so see if you can lift your chin up just a little bit here, opening your throat. And so this is such a small move, but it's so active here. So we're really stretching the back. We're stretching our hamstrings here. One more breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Beautiful. All right, now from here, I want you to come all the way down into your chest. Extend both arms out like a big old airplane. Spread the fingertips here. Yeah, don't touch me. All right, and so I want you to take your right arm up to the sky. And so you're gonna begin to roll over on that left shoulder. And then if you can, right, you can stay here. If you can, take your right toes and bring it over. So this is kind of a shoulder pigeon here. Yep, so your right toes are touching down, or you can bring the foot all the way to the earth, really reaching energetically up through those right fingertips. And again, allow that left shoulder to just open here. So shoulder blades are pulling together. Inhale and exhale. Let's hold this for 2 more deep breaths. So we just want to move a little slower in today's flow, right? Beginning to notice how the body's feeling. Notice when we hold the poses a little longer, what sensations come up. All right, exhale that right arm all the way down, come back to center. And we're going to do that on the left side. So I want you to begin to press your right arm into the floor as you begin to lift the left arm up to the sky. Left toes flip over, and you're taking your gaze up towards the sky. Yeah. And so we're going to hold this for 3 breaths here as well. So inhaling and then exhaling. And again, notice the longer you hold it, right? If you're resisting. So sometimes we hold these poses and the idea is like, am I almost done? Can I be done with this? This feels uncomfortable sometimes. But we want to notice what our body's resisting and how can we breathe into it, right? So not about our destination, about every step along the way. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, come all the way back to center. Beautiful. I want you to bring your arms back to your Sphinx pose. So forearms are on the earth, fingertips are spread nice and wide, and then come onto your knees, get those hips up nice and wide, and we're gonna come into our puppy dog pose. So we're really stretching the shoulders here. And so for puppy dog, you can bring your forehead to the earth, or if you want a deeper stretch, bring the chin down. Yeah, so bring your chin touching down. It's a lot of flexion here in the back of your neck, but trust me, it feels so yummy. Take 2 more breaths here, inhale. And exhale. And your forearms should look like 2 railroad tracks. So nice and even, nice and level, nice and parallel. Beautiful. All right, now let's see if we can kick it up just a bit. I want you to curl your toes under, keep your forearms down, and lift your hips up, coming into a full puppy dog. Beautiful. And so bringing your head down towards the earth between your shoulder blades. Again, pressing into your forearms out of your shoulders so you don't want to collapse here. Finding a nice deep stretch. Inhale and exhale. Allow the hips to reach all the way up. See if you can even bring your heels down towards the earth or even pedal it out a little bit. And again, just being mindful, noticing our body every step of the way. All right, let's begin to walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Hang low once you get here. Allow the belly to fall between the thighs. Allow the head to hang heavy. Inhale. Exhale, fall forward just a little deeper. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And then sweep the arms out and up, reaching all the way up to the sky here. Reach the fingertips energetically up. Beautiful. And hands come down your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. And I'm just going to fix myself. How you feeling, P?
Amazing.
All right.
Stretched.
Let's get ready. And now sweep the arms out and up, reaching all the way up to the sky. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale as we swan dive forward, tipping over our hips. And then I want you to walk your hands all the way out into a plank pose. Beautiful. We're going to lower down into our bellies, coming up into our baby cobra. So almost like Sphinx, but we're lifting up chin, chest, through belly button. Still pull the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. Now curl the toes and pull back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the toes, pedal out the feet here. Inhale that right leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room, right? And see if you can keep your shoulders level so you don't want to dump your weight. And then bring your right foot between your two front hands. Release that left knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and back here. And so let's just take a moment to check in, right, for our crescent lunge. So what you can actually do here is interlace your fingers, drop it onto your right thigh, roll the shoulders back, open up your heart first, right? And then see if you can lean. Almost imagine your pelvis pressing into a wall. So lean the pelvis forward to get a deeper stretch in that whole left side. And then whenever you're ready, lift the arms up and back. Take that gentle back bend. So you'll feel the deeper stretch here. Release the shoulders from the ears. Take your gaze up. Maybe smile. Lift the corners of your mouth up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, allowing the hips to reach further down towards the earth. One more big breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to frame your front foot and then straighten your right leg. So you're gonna come into the heel of that right foot here. So we're coming into fancy yoga word, Ardha Hanuman, half yogi split. Roll your shoulders back and push your heel into the mat, almost like you're pulling the thigh back, and then allow yourself to bow in a humble surrender here. Yeah, so just letting it all go, finding like all the thoughts, anything that's pulling at your attention right now, maybe those to-do list, what's gonna happen after this, just kind of let it melt away here. And just anchor down on your breath, right? Start to bring your attention to the breath if things feel a little tight or uncomfortable. And we wanna see how we can breathe more space, more energy into the tight parts of us today, right? So that's why we're going deep. I encourage you to deepen the breath, deepen your exhales, even deepen your awareness today. That's why I'm talking so long, so you don't notice how long we're staying in these poses. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, fall forward a little more. Beautiful. Then bend into that right knee. I want you to bring both your hands in the inside of your right foot. And if you want to use blocks, you can also use blocks because we're going to come into lizard, which is a really deep stretch. And so you can bring your hands onto the blocks or they can come down to the earth. You can also come onto your forearms as well. Whatever feels comfortable for you today, right? So Paris is gonna use the blocks. I'm just gonna put mine away because I wanna feel all the feels right now. All right, so allow your foot to roll open. It's all good. You don't have to keep it sealed to the earth. Yeah, I know, so many times they tell us don't do that, but like, I like my foot to roll open. But allow your head to hang heavy. I like my foot to roll open. Allow the head to hang heavy. And any part of your body that you're not using right now, let it feel light. So release the tension in the fingers. Soften your jaw, release the tongue from the roof of your mouth, soften the space between your eyebrows, and just take nice, deep, cleansing breaths here. We're gonna hang out here for 3 more breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And I just encourage you to explore this area, right? So usually around this time when we're holding it for this long, your body's like, are we almost done? But how can you come from a place of discovery today, maybe shift around a little bit to see how you can make it feel good for you. And again, I encourage you to use your blocks if you need to. All right, you were getting a little comfortable. We coming out of it. All right, so lift up, heel toe your foot between your 2 front hands, and then come into a wide pyramid pose. So pick that left knee up. Both legs are nice and long here, beautiful. Pull the shoulders back, inhale, and exhale. Yeah, inhale and exhale. So you're pressing into the ball of that right foot. Draw the inner thighs together to give you a little more stability. I like to imagine there's a magnet between my thighs. It's just pulling it together. All right. And then take both of your hands in the inside of your right foot and then walk to the long edge of your mat. Yep, so bring both of your fingertips on the earth, pull the heart forward, and you're pressing into the outer edges of your feet here. Bend the knees just a little, just to give you a little bit of softness in the knees. And you have options here. So if you want to use your blocks, P has her blocks still, you can come out almost into that child's pose. So extend your palms, extend your arms forward, and almost allow your heart to like smear down onto the earth. Imagine my heart is like paint, and it's just like wiping the earth. Or if this doesn't feel good for you, You can also bring your hands all the way in back of you. Yep, and so again, keeping your heart open, but again, try it from a place of discovery today. See what feels good. But keep a little bend in the knees, keep pressing into the outer edges of your feet here. Yes, let it feel good. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. I don't know if you guys can hear Paris's commentary, but it's so funny. She's like, yeah. I'm assuming the deep stretch feels good. One more breath wherever you're at here. Beautiful. And then walk your hands directly underneath of your shoulders. Lift your heart up here. And then we're going to assemble yourself at the top of the mat in your low lunge. Yes. All right. So this is where it gets fun but tricky. So in your low lunge, I want you to drop that left knee down and keep turning your whole body. Drop the left knee down. Turn your whole body to the opposite side of your mat. So I'm going to face you guys. Yep. So it'll look like this. Your knees will come on top of each other. Gomukhasana, another fancy yoga word for you guys, right? So once you get here, and find what feels good. So maybe your knees don't quite touch like this, and you need to find a little space. All good, whatever feels good for you. But we're deeply stretching in these hip area now. All right, inhale the arms out. Let's go. All right, take your right hand up to the sky, and then take your left hand up to the sky. Take your left thumb behind your head, and then reach for your left elbow. And so I want you to gently pull that left elbow in, and your palm is gonna look like this. I'm gonna turn around so you guys can see what this looks like. Yeah. So the palm or your thumb is facing down. You wanna make sure you're pushing your forehead or the base of your skull into the forearm to open up. So I'm giving you 360 views today, guys. So from the side, sometimes we do this. You wanna push back, open up the heart. Yes, heart lifts, rib cage opens up, deep stretch. Yeah, inhale and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. All right, let's switch. Reverse, taking the left hand to the right elbow here. Take a nice deep cleansing breath, inhale. Exhale, inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. So wherever you're at, we're gonna assemble ourselves back to the front of the mat. So that right foot comes to the top, come right back to your low lunge. Beautiful. And then step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet once you get here. And so again, we're working today a little more slowly, working into the body, noticing how it wakes up throughout the day's practice. Notice how our muscles even become to come alive. All right, inhale that left leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room. Then bring the left foot between your two front hands. Drop your right knee. Same thing, crescent lunge. So maybe you start with your fingertips interlaced around the thigh. Open up the heart first. Shift the pelvis all the way forward. So that's where you get the deep stretch at here. Yeah, so maybe you even walk your left toes up just slightly. Yeah, and then begin to reach the arms up and back. Lift the heart, take your gaze up with it. And again, imagine all the blessings, everything that is for you is just raining down on you in this moment. Inhale. Exhale, rain down on me. One more breath, inhale. And then as you exhale the hands to frame your front foot, come into your half yogi split. So coming into the ball of that left foot. Again, allow your head to bow down to the earth here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, pulling your left hip back so the heel digs into the earth, and you're gonna drag, almost like you're dragging the leg back to really get a deep hamstring stretch. Beautiful. And then bend into that left knee, bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. And again, if you have your blocks, we're gonna come into a lizard pose. And I encourage you to try it differently on each side. So maybe if you used blocks last time, you can try your blocks in a different facet. So if you went low, maybe you go high. If you went really low, don't use the blocks at all. Try it. But allow the head to hang heavy. Find a nice deep stretch here. Inhale. Exhale. And again, keep extending the exhales here. So notice when you allow the exhale to drag out a little longer, how it allows the space in the body to just expand even more. So the more you give to your practice, the more you receive. 2 more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. And again, soften any part that you're not using. So don't hold any tension in the shoulders. Find a softness with the lips. Yeah, beautiful. All right, now lift all the way back up. And I want you to heel toe your foot between your 2 front hands here and coming into our wide-legged pyramid. So you're gonna pick that right knee up off the earth, shoulders pull back, and then just bow down in humble surrender here. Yeah, and so you're on the ball of that right foot. You're pushing into the big toe and that left foot, drawing the thighs together. And again, just allowing yourself to surrender. Surrender to your breath, right? Surrender to the moment. So allowing yourself to be really present in this space that you're creating for yourself. And again, just asking yourself, how does my body feel? How does my body feel in this present moment? Beautiful. All right, walk your hands in the inside of the left foot and take it to the long edge of your mat. So wherever you're at, I'm gonna face you guys. Paris, yeah, do it the reverse so they see how it looks. So I'm gonna face you guys. And again, you have options. So if you took your hands out really long in front of you the first time, right? Maybe you try taking your hands all the way back. Or if you took them all the way back, maybe you extend them forward. But you're really getting a nice deep stretch in the shoulder blades, hamstrings, even a little mental stretch here, right? How are you feeling?
Amazing.
Don't fall over. Don't tip over. All right, then bring your hands back underneath of you. Yes, assemble yourself. Beautiful. And we're gonna do the same thing we did last time. So you're gonna bring your hands to the top of the mat. Yep, until this time, the opposite leg is forward. And again, keep turning all the way around. So Gomukhasana legs. Turn the body all the way around. It looks more complicated than it actually is, I promise you. And you're gonna look like this. I'll turn around so you can see me. So you'll look like this, just on the reverse. So both the knees are over each other again. And so we're gonna try something a little different with our shoulder area this time. So inhale, open the arms, and then give yourself a big old hug. Wrap yourself around, give yourself a hug. Thank your body for all that it does on a daily basis. Cool. All right, then the elbows are touching, and then I want you to bring your forearms up and interlace them here. Yep, and so take a deep breath here. Inhale, take your elbows up, take your gaze up to the sky. And then as you exhale, draw your chin into the chest, draw the elbows towards your knees. Yes. And so we're gonna flow through this about 3 times here. Inhale, elbows up, gaze goes up. And so the shoulders begin to protract here as they wrap around you. And then exhale as we bring everything into the center. 2 more times, or last time actually. Inhale, lifting up. And then exhale as we bring it all the way back down. Beautiful. And just hold here for 2 breaths, allowing yourself to go inward. Right? And again, always checking in, being mindful of the present. So when you do deep stretching, I like to say it advances your practice, and not in the way that you may think of, doing crazy poses, but the more that you're able to deeply stretch and deeply feel in your body, you're actually traveling to a higher state of consciousness. And that is the real advancement of yoga. 1 more breath here. Exhale. Beautiful. Unwrap the arms. Guys, I honestly felt like Paris was judging me in that moment for that one. All right, but bring your hands back to the front. Bring your legs back. Come all the way back into your low lunge. Beautiful. And then just step back into your downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet here. Awesome. All right, I want you to come to the balls of your feet. Bend your knees. Look between your 2 front hands. We're doing a lot of shoulder work here. Hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Nice and big. Beautiful. Inhale. And then exhale, coming back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Beautiful. Let's try that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Reaching, 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 reaching. Exhale, swan dive forward. Bend the knees gently. Yes, falling over the hips. Inhale, look up halfway and lengthen. And you can step, jump, or hop back to your plank pose. Float through your vinyasa. Lower down chaturanga, baby cobra, whatever feels good for you. And then we will all meet in our downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, inhale that right leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room. This time I want you to take your right foot and see if you can bring it all the way to the outside of the left side. Take your right arm up. Ooh, wild thing. Yes, so make this very expressive. Squeeze the hips, squeeze the glutes up. Yes, take big breaths here. Inhale. How do you want to show up in the world today? Wild. One more breath. Inhale. I got you. And then come back to your downward facing dog. Okay, beautiful.
That's how I show up.
Beautiful. I love it. All right, drop your knees down. Take your strap, wherever your strap's at. Come back for your strap. So this is the time we're gonna use it. So my strap already has a hook on it. Paris is probably a normal one, yeah. So you just wanna thread it up, form a little hook or little hoop, and you wanna put this strap on the ball of your right foot. And so just to get a little detail, make sure it's at the fleshy part of your foot and give it a nice little pull so it's nice and tight, doesn't come off. Yeah. All right, and then just drop the string wherever you wanna do. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this, babe. All right, so come back to your downward facing dog. Fill out the feet, beautiful. All right, so this time inhale your left leg nice and long behind you, and then bring that left knee all the way to the top of the mat, coming into our pigeon. Yes, so come into the tops of your fingers, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart up to the sky. Deep breath, inhale, and exhale as we sit into it. And so you can stay here, or you're gonna have some options, right? So if you want a deeper stretch here, inhale, lift the arms all the way up, just like you are. Yes, send the pelvis, send the hips down to the earth. Yeah, you get deep into it, quick. All right, if you wanna come deeper the other way, come into blocks, right? You can come in the high facet, the low facet, and I'm just gonna take it all the way down. And so we're gonna hang out here for a few breaths in our pigeon pose. Again, allowing any tension, any tightness in the body to begin to release. But again, the thought is allowing the body to release on its own time. So it's not something that we can force. The only thing we can do is just kind of cultivate the perfect atmosphere for our body to be able to release. So our yoga practice is, again, allowing us or helping us create that atmosphere in our body for the breath to flow, for our thoughts to flow, and for our body to decide to open up and release the parts that aren't working. 2 more breaths here. Okay, cool. So come onto the tops of your fingers, begin to peel your heart up. And so before we do anything, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up one more time. So anything that we're doing, deeply stretching, we always want to check in with our heart's posture. So lift it up, open the throat up a little bit. All right, now this is where the strap comes in. Reach that right arm forward, roll it all the way back, and reach for your strap. So you can do this with the strap or without the strap, but we're gonna try it with the strap today. So as you're using your left arm to give you a little leverage, begin to lift the right foot up and walk your hand all the way back till it feels comfortable and begin to pull that foot to your right heel towards your glute. Yes, and you can walk it back as much as you need to, right? So Paris has hers has a little more slack to it. You can even just reach to the back of your foot if that feels good. Yes, but breathe into this one. When I tell you it's deep, it goes deep. So we're gonna hold it for 3 breaths. Inhale. And I invite you to close your eyes on this one, right? So the hips are a really emotional area for a lot of people. And just explore, see what comes up for you here. When you're not worried about what it's looking like, you're not worried about how much time you're gonna spend here, just notice what's coming up. And with every exhale, see if you can pull the heel a little closer to the glute. I'm even getting a little wobbly here. Beautiful. And then release the leg. Beautiful. Put both your hands down. I want you to pick that left knee up into the chest. Send it back nice and long, 3-legged dog, and then release the left leg down to the earth. Beautiful. And see if you can just shake it off for you. Yeah, shake it off. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, this time, send your right leg back up to the sky, nice and long. And then we're gonna flip our dog. So taking the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Reaching our left arm all the way up. Squeeze the glutes, open the heart here. Give us a smile. Where's the smile, Paris? Inhale. Exhale, wild thing. I don't know why they call it this, but I love this pose. It makes me feel like I can express myself in any type of way, right? One more big breath, inhale. And as we exhale, bring both hands back to the earth, come back to your downward dog, and then drop your knees, and we're gonna take the strap to the opposite leg. So we did the right leg last time, we're gonna take it on the left. So again, take your hoop, bring it on the fleshy part. And if you didn't need the strap, you don't have to do this, but I do like to just try new things when you're practicing. So just because you can grab the back of your foot, try it with the strap. You might notice something different today. All right, so release the strap, kind of move it forward so you can reach it. Come back into your downward dog. All right, beautiful. All right, inhale that right leg nice and long behind you, pressing towards the back of the room, and then bring the right knee to the top of the mat. Uncurl the left toes, roll the shoulders back, inhale, and take any variation of pigeon you like. So last time we came onto our forearms, maybe you use blocks. Again, just try it in a different way. Ooh, I like that, Paris. She's extending her arms out. We've been doing a lot of that today. We're just gonna hang out here for 3 breaths. And again, find a softness here, right? So although the body is finding a deep stretch in your muscles and your connective tissue here is really stretching, you can still find softness in hard things, right? So you can think about the thoughts that you're telling yourself at this moment. Are you being kind to you? Find a softness in your cheeks. Find a softness in the toes even. Yeah. One more big breath. Inhale. And exhale it all out. All right, come onto the tops of your fingertips again. Roll the shoulders back, open the heart. And then again, if you want a deeper stretch, you can always stay here, so you don't have to take it this far, but begin to extend the left arm out, roll the shoulder back nice and easy, and then reach for your strap, right? And then you're gonna begin to lift the left leg all the way up and walk your hands back as much as you need to, just to give yourself some attention here. Yeah, and so we want the sole of the foot to almost be touching the sky, right? So toes are flexed back, we're not pointing them, toes are flexed back. And again, close your eyes here. See what this feels like, not what it looks like. Shutting out all the other sensories and just allowing your body to tune in a little more intentionally to that whole left side. Inhaling and exhaling. One more breath here. Inhale. I hear you breathing deep, Paris. That was deep. All right, and then release the arm, release the leg. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off if you can. Press both your fingers, both your palms into the mat, and see if you can pick the right knee straight up into the chest, and then extend the right leg nice and long, 3-legged dog, and then bring it all the way back down to the mat. Beautiful. I want you to release your knees to the earth, take them as wide as you need to, and come back into your child's pose. And you can use the blocks if you want to, if that felt really good. Again, a lot of us are like on the computer or texting so much all day, so giving our shoulder blades and the space between the shoulders a really deep stretch can feel yummy, yummy, yummy. And so I'm just gonna offer that you can end your practice right here today. Thank you so much for joining our flow today, and thanks Well+Good for their Good Moves segment. My name is Alicia.
I'm Paris.
And we are the co-founders of BK Yoga Club, and if you would like to see more flows from us, like, subscribe, do whatever you need to do for Well+Good. And you can find us at BK Yoga Club on any of our social networks. And we will see you next time. Namaste.